want to help Elisha there because you might think Elijah needs some help. That is why he has come to identify me, forgetting that he has just resigned. Because most people, they get deceived when they are identified by Elijah, given a responsibility, even in the house of God. You do this for me, you do this for me, you do this for me. You think you're doing it for the prophet. You think you're doing it for Elijah. Yet he's coming to identify you at the time. He is even fed up with ministry. So it's not even about him. It is about your beginning, your ministry, your purpose. No, I want you to follow this sequence there. You will understand, you look into the order of the events. Elijah had already invited fire from heaven before he anointed Elisha, so that you get your map right. Elisha was not even there. Elijah is already able to invite fire from heaven whilst Elisha is absent. So that you know, fire used to come down even before I got employed. Fire used to come down. Lest you think fire is coming down because you are now working with the prophet. Fire used to come down. So you know, when fire came down, when Elijah was being chased by Jezebel, that's when he went into the cave. It was in that cave where God then said to him, "What are you doing here?" He said, "I would rather die. I'm not better than my forefathers." That's when God told him now to go and anoint who? Elisha. It's important also for Elisha to know the things that transpired before he became a member of that ministry. Sit down, please. Sit down. Be aware of such things. Even some of you here, you are working for a company, you have no history of that company. It's going to give you some level of arrogance because you think you are the anchor of that organization. If I'm to leave this organization, I don't think these guys can survive. Huh? Look into the history of the company, you'll find out fire used to come down before you got what? And fire might also come down after you are what? Fired. So you need to behave based on that history. Elijah is coming to anoint Elisha. And when the mantle fell on Elisha, it was a prophetic mantle. But the prophetic mantle, when it rested upon Elisha, the first prophecy that he got was for himself, that he was in the wrong profession. Elijah is bringing a mantle upon Elisha. And the first proof that this man has gotten it, Elisha did not start to prophesy to people. Elisha, the moment his eyes got opened, the first person that he saw in that revelation was himself doing the wrong things. He was a farmer. And he needed the mantle. That's the first. So I'll give you some other scriptures also just to support what I'm saying. So that you know certain gifts, even when hands are laid on you. Paul was so clear to Timothy that I know how you got your gift. At some point he said, there are people who let their hands. At some point he said, my hands. Now, those are mantles. When you get touched by mantles or even hands of people that God has anointed, you are hit by revelations of yourself first and foremost. An understanding of yours. You must be the first person that appear in your own revelation. An understanding of self. This ministry, okay, I've shown five-fold ministry. Now this is one of the ministry, the prophetic, and it comes to a saint called Elisha. And already he's being perfected for the work of the ministry. But he was supposed to be given access to a revelation that concerns himself. Before you start seeing others, see yourself. So Elijah did not advise Elisha to leave his profession. It was up to the mantle to prescribe that. This is a bad school for most people that I know. Nothing is being said, yet things are just being done. You let the jacket, your jacket, touch him and see how he reacts. What is going to surprise you is when he was touched, when Elisha was touched by the jacket, immediately he said to Elijah,